From the moment the first notes of Hiroyuki Sawano's pulse-pounding score hit my ears, I knew Solo Leveling was going to be something special. Season 1, dubbed The Rise of a King, isn't just an anime, it's a tidal wave of adrenaline, emotion and sheer awe that sweeps you into a world where monsters roam and one man dares to rewrite his fate. As someone who's watched countless series, I can say with a racing heart, this is the kind of show that grabs you by the soul and doesn't let go. Let me take you through why this adaptation of Chugong's legendary manhwa left me breathless, from its jaw-dropping visuals to its gripping story, and characters I couldn't help but root for. Let's start with the graphics, because oh my god, A1 Pictures didn't just deliver, they slayed. Every frame of Solo Leveling feels like a love letter to the manhwa's stunning art, brought to life with a vibrancy that makes your eyes widen. The dungeons glow with an eerie otherworldly light, all jagged shadows and pulsating magic, while the monsters, think snarling wolves, towering knights and worse, are rendered with such detail you can almost feel their menace. The fight scenes? They're a symphony of fluid 2D animation and subtle CGI, each slash and spell exploding with kinetic energy that had me leaning closer to the screen, heart pounding. There's this one moment, don't worry, no spoilers, where the camera swoops through a chaotic battle, and I swear I forgot to breathe, it was that gorgeous. The soft glow around characters against gritty backgrounds adds a cinematic touch, and while some early episodes had slight pacing hiccups in the animation, by the finale, A1 Pictures was flexing like a dungeon boss. It's the kind of visual spectacle that makes you want to pause and savor every second. At its core, Solo Leveling is a story about transformation, and it's told with a ferocity that hooks you from the jump. We're thrown into a world where gates, portals to deadly dungeons, have turned modern society into a battleground, and hunters risk their lives to fight the beasts within. Enter Sung Jinwoo, the weakest hunter of all mankind. An E-rank underdog scraping by to pay his mom's medical bills. I felt his struggle in my bones. Those moments of desperation, the weight of being overlooked hit so hard. Then, without giving too much away, a mysterious system changes everything, offering Jinwoo a chance to level up in ways no one else can. It's like an MMORPG come to life, complete with quests, loot, and stats, and I was grinning like a kid every time he gained a new skill. The story doesn't rush Jinwoo's rise, which is why it's so addictive. Each episode layers his growth with stakes that feel real, political intrigue among guilds, the economic grind of hunting, and monsters that evolve alongside him. Sure, it leans hard into power fantasy, and some might call it indulgent, but who cares when it's this thrilling? My only gripe is that the narrative sometimes cuts to side plots mid-fight, which can jolt you out of the action, but these moments often foreshadow epic payoffs. By the time the season builds to its climax, a showdown that had me yelling at my screen, the story proves it's not just about Jinwoo getting stronger, it's about what strength costs, and what it means to protect those you love. It's a roller coaster that left me hungry for more. Jinwoo is the beating heart of Solo Leveling, and Taito Ban's voice acting brings him to life with a rawness that gut-punched me. At first he's timid, his soft-spoken fear so relatable it hurts, but as he grows, you hear the steel in his voice, the confidence that makes you want to stand up and cheer. Watching him go from a nobody to someone who commands attention is like witnessing a friend find their courage. It's inspiring, thrilling, and a little bittersweet. He's not perfect. There's a hint of darkness in his choices that kept me wondering how far he'll go, and I loved that complexity. The supporting cast, though, is where things get tricky. Characters like Juhee, the healer, and Jinwoo's sister tug at your heartstrings, but they often feel like stepping stones for his journey rather than fully fleshed out people. I wanted more from them. More depth, more moments to shine, but when the show hits, it hits. There's a team of hunters introduced later, no names keeping it vague, who brought such chaotic energy I was laughing and wincing at their antics. And don't get me started on the S-rank hunters like Sha Hei-in. Her brief appearances had me squealing with excitement, hinting at bigger roles to come. The emotional bonds Jinwoo forges, especially in the finale, gave me chills, reminding me that even a lone wolf needs a pack sometimes. Hiroyuki Sawano's soundtrack is a character in itself, weaving epic, heart-pounding tracks that amplify every moment. The opening theme, Malevolent's a banger I blasted during workouts, its lyrics screaming ambition and grit. The score knows when to soar during battles and when to pull back for quieter scenes, like when Jinwoo reflects on his family, making my throat tighten. The voice acting, especially in the English dub with Alex Le as Jinwoo, pours soul into every line. His pain, his triumphs, felt so real I teared up more than once. This is a show that doesn't just show emotion, it makes you feel it. From the thrill of victory to the sting of loss. The world of Solo Leveling is a gamer's dream meets a horror fan's nightmare. The ranking system, S to E, creates a brutal hierarchy that mirrors real-life struggles, and I loved how the show explores the politics of power without slowing down. Dungeons range from creepy caverns to demonic castles, each one a new test that kept me on edge. The gamified mechanics, quests popping up like notifications, stat screens flashing, made me feel like I was right there with Jinwoo, grinding for that next level. It's bloody, unapologetically so, with gore that doesn't shy away but never feels gratuitous. Yet there's heart here too, moments of sacrifice and loyalty that hit like a punch, reminding you this isn't just a power trip, it's a human story. The Rise of a King is a triumph that lives up to the hype and then some. It's not flawless, the pacing can stumble, and side characters deserve more love, but these are small shadows in a blazing spotlight. The animation is a visual orgasm, the story an addictive climb, and Jinwoo a hero who makes you believe in second chances. I laughed, I gasped, I maybe cried a little, okay a lot, and when the finale's cliffhanger hit, I was screaming for season 2. This is the kind of anime that reminds you why you fell in love with the medium, bold, beautiful, and bursting with heart. If you're craving a ride that'll leave you buzzing with excitement, Solo Leveling is your ticket. Watch it, feel it, and join the fandom losing our minds over Sung Jinwoo's ascent. Time to arise, hunters. This king's just getting started. 10/10ths for the thrill alone for season 1.